have a shelf.
Wow.
When we first met, I'm pretty sure it was like
We lost.
You probably lost too.
No.
I applied for 2 positions at SM when I first applied to it. The regular A&R and international A&R. And I think SM is the only company that like separated the 2 positions. The regular A&R will actually deal with producing or deciding the musical direction of their artists. So like if I'm an EXO A&R, I would figure out what kind of music the EXO is going to do next and come up with references, what kind of style that we're looking for and whatnot, right? And international A&R was still a new position at SM because they were working with international writers, but it was beginning of that year they started to bring in the international writers to Korea to host songwriting camps. At first I was a little upset because I thought I didn't have much creative say in what kind of songs get picked, what kind of songs get released through what artists. And I wanted that control because I also wanted to be able to take that producing aspect of job. But and that's when I first met you. But as we hosted camps and we were building systems and we're also like meeting people, learning about them, it got me kind of realize that the role of international A&R was to find what each writer is good at and then try to see what kind of combination will lead to like the optimal result.
And that must be really hard to like combine producers with songwriters and like which people work well together.
Sometimes these 2 like superb talented writers will have a fight and not fight. Or sometimes you're like not confident about the session going on, but they will come back with such a fantastic great songs. So you never know, but you kind of get to learn the individuals' characteristics, their ways of working, their styles, their musical background and whatnot. And then that's part of that experimenting part of it kind of got me is that, oh, maybe I do have a say in what kind of music comes out of this label. The songwriting camps also started to influence the musical direction that our artists started to take. And that's when the job became so fun.
Yay! I think like the best combination is when you like combine 2 songwriters with totally different backgrounds in music, because as you said, like if you take 2 people that are too similar in the way of like expressing themselves musically wise, they will like become a fight because like is your R&B better than mine or is your pop music better than mine? Like you kind of start this fight, but then also like as you grow into the business, you also kind of kill your own ego. You really need to do that, especially when you write for others, and that is something you grow into. Like still sometimes when I really feel a song and I feel like my ideas doesn't get through, I can sometimes get a little bit offended, but at the same time I kind of like, okay, but this is what's the best for the song. And I think that is also something you learn.
Oh yeah, and then I was gonna say that's the part that I've noticed like from you, because when you first came to Seoul, I thought like, oh, that person is like full of ideas. Oh, maybe I should pair her up with like a very experienced producer in K-pop so that like he can or she can like give you little pointers to where to channel your like creativity into, and then like we would have something cool.
And also when I started to understand that it's so much more than just the music, that you needed to have this thinking of, okay, does there need to be a choreography into this? And there's also gonna be like, okay, what kind of vibe do we want in the photo shoots? What kind of like, there's so much more than just the music. And that's also why,
especially in K-pop, it's a genre that takes insight of so many other things like dancing.
K-pop is the whole package.
Yeah.
It's the whole package kind of
yeah
genre.
And then we're not just talking about like slow dancing on the stage. It's like an actual organized choreography and what kind of firework will blow in this side and what kind of light will come from that side. So Yeah, I
That's also why I loved K-pop or why I still love it is because there are so many lanes of people being involved in the song. Everything might start with the song or the artist that you're writing for. And that there are so many people involved with it and everybody's so passionate. That is the reason why I love it, because I know like the product that's coming out is gonna be 200%. Yeah, I just think that is the amazing side of K-pop, like how everybody collaborate and make such an amazing product in the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of it. Korea used to be the importer of music from Japan, from America, from UK, like all these major music countries. But now we are the exporter, and that we are reaching, in a way, the center of the music business now. So
Everybody got their eyes on the K-pop industry.
Yeah, and then I feel the different vibe too. Like atmosphere is changing. Like in the past, if I go on a business trip in the US or Europe, and people are like, "Oh, so what do you do?" It's like, "I'm working in K-pop." It's like, "Oh, what's that like? What's K-pop?" And they'll be like,
yeah.
"What is it?"
And
I'd be like, "Would you be willing to write a song for our artists? Our artists are this and this and that." They're like, "Oh, those are impressive numbers, but I'll think about it." It's kind of an attitude.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But now people will reach out to me first to see, it's like, "Oh, are you still in K-pop industry? I'd like to work in that." And like, well, with no judgment, I still feel like a little happy that like, oh, you are recognizing it, like you're acknowledging the growth of K-pop too. Maybe you didn't see it before, but now it's so in your face that you have to admit it too. She's like the Korean Beyonce kind of a figure.
Wow. Oh my god, that stage is crazy.
Right?